Have you ever wondered how the jolly, gift-giving figure of Santa Claus came into existence? It's a question that piques curiosity, doesn't it? In the next few minutes we're going to delve deep into the annals of history to discover the fascinating origins of Santa Claus, from the saint who started it all, to the evolution of his legend, and his transformation in America. We'll explore it all. So, buckle up. Prepare yourself for a journey back in time as we unravel the true story behind Santa Claus. Our story begins in the 4th century with a monk named Saint Nicholas. Born in Patara, an area now known as Turkey, Saint Nicholas was known for his profound kindness and generosity, a trait that would later inspire one of the world's most beloved characters. Raised by wealthy parents who died when he was young, Saint Nicholas used his inheritance to help the less fortunate. One of the most popular stories about his generosity tells of a poor man who could not afford dowries for his 3 daughters. Without dowries, the girls faced a grim future. Upon hearing their plight, Saint Nicholas secretly threw bags of gold through their window on 3 separate occasions, saving them from destitution. Saint Nicholas's compassion extended to children as well. He became known as a protector of children and sailors, his acts of kindness spanning across many tales and legends. In one story he is said to have saved 3 innocent men from execution. In another, he bestowed gifts upon children, filling their shoes with presents. His reputation for secret gift-giving and protecting children became widely recognized, and he was soon venerated as a saint. The 6th of December, the day of his death, was marked as Saint Nicholas Day, a day celebrated with gift-giving and acts of kindness, mirroring the saint's own benevolent life. As the centuries passed, the reverence for Saint Nicholas didn't wane but transformed, crossing cultures and borders. His name changed with each culture he touched, from Sinterklaas in Holland to Father Christmas in England. But the core of his character, his kindness, generosity, and love for children remained the same. This humble monk who devoted his life to serving others, whose kindness knew no bounds, became the foundation for a character cherished by children worldwide. His legacy, marked by gift-giving and kindness, resonates in the jolly red-suited figure we know and love today. Saint Nicholas's generosity set the foundation for the character we now know as Santa Claus. His spirit of giving, his love for children, and his acts of kindness continue to inspire the magic of Christmas. As centuries passed, the legend of Saint Nicholas evolved and spread across Europe. Just as seeds carried by the wind take root and grow into new forms in foreign soils, so too did the story of Saint Nicholas. Over time, his story was reshaped by the unique cultures and traditions of the places where it landed, notably in the Netherlands and England. In the Netherlands, Saint Nicholas became known as Sinterklaas. The Dutch celebrated Sinterklaas on the 5th of December, the eve of Saint Nicholas's Day. This kindly bishop figure would arrive from Spain, riding a white horse accompanied by his assistant, Zwarte Piet. Children would leave their shoes out, filled with hay and carrots for Sinterklaas's horse, in hopes of receiving gifts in return. Meanwhile, across the North Sea, the English were developing their own winter holiday figure, Father Christmas. Father Christmas was less a saintly bishop and more a personification of good cheer during the Yuletide season. He was often depicted as a large man in green or scarlet robes lined with fur, spreading joy and merriment, and encouraging feasting and celebration. However, the lines between these characters began to blur as stories and traditions intermingled. Father Christmas started to take on some of the gift-giving aspects of Saint Nicholas, while Sinterklaas adopted some of the festive merriment associated with Father Christmas. These figures, Sinterklaas and Father Christmas, were the crucibles in which the modern Santa Claus was forged. They took the historical Saint Nicholas, a man known for his generosity and love for children, and transformed him into a magical figure of folklore and tradition. A figure who travels the world in a single night, delivering gifts and spreading joy. These transformations, shaped by the cultures and traditions of the Netherlands and England, were pivotal in the evolution of the Saint Nicholas legend. They allowed the saintly bishop to transcend his historical roots, becoming a figure of magic and wonder, embodying the spirit of generosity and joy that is so central to the holiday season. These figures further contributed to the persona of Santa Claus as we know him today. The 19th century marked a significant turn in the evolution of Santa Claus. As the century dawned in America, the figure of Santa Claus began to take shape in a way that would define his image for centuries to come. This transformation was largely due to 2 key contributors, whose works have become as synonymous with Christmas as Santa himself. Firstly, let's talk about Clement Clarke Moore, a literature professor in New York. In 1822, Moore penned a poem for his children titled A Visit from St. Nicholas, more popularly known today as The Night Before Christmas. This charming poem introduced the world to a jolly, rotund, and decidedly non-saintly character who flew in a sleigh led by 8 reindeer. Moore's Santa was a friendly, gift-giving figure, a far cry from the stern bishop of yore. His poem became a holiday classic, read aloud in countless homes on Christmas Eve. But the American image of Santa Claus was not complete without the contributions of political cartoonist Thomas Nast. Starting in the 1860s, Nast began creating annual Christmas illustrations for Harper's Weekly, featuring Santa Claus. Nast is credited with many of the details we associate with Santa today, including his North Pole residence, his workshop filled with elves, and his list of who's been naughty or nice. Nast's Santa was a plump, cheerful man, with a white beard and a red suit, closely resembling Moore's character. His illustrations were widely circulated and immensely popular, helping to solidify this image of Santa in the minds of Americans. Together, Moore's poem and Nast's illustrations created a Santa Claus who was both enchanting and approachable. A figure who embodied the spirit of giving and joy that is central to the holiday season. They moved Santa Claus from the realm of religious figure to cultural icon, making him an integral part of American Christmas traditions. These works cemented Santa Claus's image in the public consciousness. In the 20th century, Santa Claus became a symbol of Christmas cheer worldwide. As we ushered in a new era, so did Santa Claus. His image, already well established, began to be utilized in a variety of mediums that further cemented his status as a global icon of Christmas. From the rosy cheeks and twinkling eyes captured in illustrations, to the hearty ho 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 echoing in songs, Santa Claus began to permeate every aspect of popular culture. His jolly demeanor and spirit of giving were a perfect fit for the era of mass media, and companies quickly realized the potential of this beloved character. Advertisements in particular played a significant role in shaping our modern perception of Santa. Brands, big and small, adopted the image of the jolly old man in the red suit to sell everything from soft drinks to shaving cream. The Coca-Cola Company, for instance, ran a highly successful campaign featuring Santa Claus in the 1930s, which many believe solidified the modern image of Santa, a plump, jolly man dressed in a red suit trimmed with white fur. In the world of cinema, Santa Claus became a recurring character in countless holiday films. His portrayal varied from the traditional gift-bringer to more imaginative interpretations, but the essence of Santa, the embodiment of holiday cheer and goodwill, remained consistent. And let's not forget the music. Songs about Santa Claus have become Christmas staples, played on repeat every holiday season. Whether it's Santa Claus is Coming to Town or Here Comes Santa Claus, these tunes have helped to keep the Santa Claus myth alive and well in the hearts of both children and adults alike. The influence of Santa Claus has spread far and wide, transcending borders and cultures. He has become more than just a character. He's a symbol of the joy, generosity, and magic that define the Christmas season. Santa Claus, the jolly figure we know and love, is truly a product of centuries of history and culture. And as we continue to tell his story, he will no doubt remain a central figure in our holiday celebrations for generations to come. So, what have we learned about the origins of Santa Claus? We've traced the journey of Santa Claus from humble beginnings to a global icon of joy and generosity. We've delved into the story of St. Nicholas, a 4th century bishop from Myra, known for his acts of kindness and generosity, who became the foundation for the Santa Claus we know today. We've explored how the figure of St. Nicholas evolved across Europe over the centuries, morphing into various forms, each with their own unique traditions. In the Netherlands, Sinterklaas, in England, Father Christmas, and in Germany, Weihnachtsmann. Each version a reflection of local culture and customs, yet rooted in the same story of love and giving. We've seen how Santa Claus was popularized in America, thanks to the influential works of authors and artists like Clement Clarke Moore and Thomas Nast. Their depictions of Santa Claus as a jolly, rotund, white-bearded figure in a red suit gifted us with the image we associate with Santa today. And we've looked at Santa Claus in the present day, a beloved figure that transcends religious and cultural boundaries, bringing joy to millions of hearts every holiday season. Remember, every time we celebrate with Santa Claus, we're partaking in a tradition that spans centuries and continents. Happy holidays!